One of the biggest things that honest to God, I really don't understand about this tattoo industry just as a whole is the way tattoo artists hate on each other in multiple ways and for multiple different reasons. But I'm going to talk about just a few of those reasons in this video. I'm sure that once I've spoke about it, it's almost impossible to disagree with the points that I'm going to make, and they're from an unbiased opinion. The first one being this massive thing about gatekeeping. Now, in my opinion, I've got an online tattoo course. In no way do I say that tattoo apprenticeships are wrong or that you shouldn't do them. What I do say is there is so many bad ones out there, avoid those, and there is alternatives. I never say that you should do one and not the other, nor am I bothered about the people that say apprenticeships are the only way. I disagree with that because that's not factually correct. There is other ways that are equally as good and better in some ways depending on the individual circumstances. But I would never say you need to do this. And it baffles me how there's so many artists that jump into my comments. My students message me about it all the time, saying that they're in these Facebook groups and they're saying that people that they're learning from home or following an online course, and the amount of hate that they get. And I sit here thinking to myself, why does it bother people so much? It baffles me because I just can't imagine me taking time out of my busy schedule thinking somebody's put a post on saying that they're doing an in-person traditional apprenticeship. I'm going to comment to them saying, you're an idiot, you're doing it wrong. It's got nothing to do with me. Same as the artists out there that comment on my posts. My business and my beliefs, what I think people should do, and me trying to help people has got nothing to do with them or their business. I'm not hurting them in any way. I'm not shitting on the kids at all. Do you know what I mean? I don't even know these people, nor do they know me, but they take time out of their busy or not so busy, because they've got the time to do it, schedule, to comment negative things either aimed at me or my students. And this video is not just about like my course or my students, it's the same for anybody. Even if they're learning from home but doing things absolutely right, they've got a dedicated space to learn, they're doing all the health and safety, the cross-contamination, they're considering everything whilst learning from home and doing it like in a professional manner. And yet these artists that disagree with that jump in the comments, start slagging them off. I think, what has it got to do with you? It's got absolutely nothing. And I suppose it's like social media, isn't it? It's the world that we live in now. But years ago, that didn't happen. They weren't bothered about other people, whereas now it's like this massive online competition, who can slag each other off the most, or who can try and belittle somebody else so they feel like they're sat on a pedestal. And I just really don't understand it. So that's the first thing that I wanted to just briefly touch on. These groups of people that feel that it's their right to tell somebody else that the way that they're doing it is wrong. I totally understand like giving somebody like advice or trying to help them if that was the case. Look, if you're learning from home, just make sure that you're doing this because this is what you would be learning in a traditional apprenticeship. But that's not the attitude that they've got, is it? It's they just want to slag people off and try and tear them down. It's a form of bullying, isn't it? But we're supposed to be grown adults online, and so many people think that they're still running about in nappies in a fucking playground. It makes me laugh. A lot of people, I get asked this all the time, Ben, how do you deal with all negative comments or people slagging you off? And I find it amusing. So to anybody watching this video, if you are one of the people that puts the negative comments, I genuinely find you amusing. So I'm laughing at you whilst watching my bank account go up. So just bear that in mind next time you're commenting. You're going to make my day. Now that'll probably put a lot of the people off because it's not getting the reaction that they want, but that's a genuine answer. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Admittedly, it used to when I first started, and it were all new to me. When I first built my course and all these negative comments, I thought, God, what's the problem? I've done nothing wrong to these people. Why do they dislike me? And at times, and I've had this from another artist, I'm not going to mention his name because I've not asked for like permission from him to mention him in these videos, but another artist, and he's world class, such an amazing artist, really respected in the industry. Then he announced that he's going to do an online course. Now, he messaged me directly because all of a sudden, loads of people within the industry instantly turned their attitude from they love this person, they can't say anything bad about him. Suddenly he's teaching online and they were all slating him, making videos about him. And I thought, welcome to my world. It's not just me. But he reached out to me and said, look, Ben, how do you cope with this? And I just said to him, look, I've been there. I'm still in that position. I get it daily. But you've just got to do what you want in life, mate, and ignore what other people's opinions or thought processes about the direction in which you're wanting to take your business. And he were really struggling with it. And admittedly, he changed his business plan and his model entirely. Now, I totally disagree with that because he's basically changed his future, the future of not just himself, but his family, his kids, everything based on somebody else's acceptance of what he's doing. And he might have gone from earning potentially hundreds of thousands or millions to a fraction of that because he's been put off by a group of bullies trying to intimidate him. I don't get intimidated by anybody online putting comments or anything. I'm not bothered. So I will do whatever I want, whether people like it or disagree, as long as morally I know I'm trying to better people and I can walk around with my head held high. That's good enough for me. And it's the future for my kids, and nobody leaving a comment or slagging me off behind closed doors would ever change that. But in this industry, it is full of them. So that's the gatekeeping, the online stuff versus tradition. That's that bit out of the way. But the other thing that I've noticed is within the industry, now there's a saying in hairdressing industry, isn't there, that it's the bitchiest industry like known to man. Gossiping like hairdressers. We've all heard the saying. If you're just getting into the tattoo industry, pre-warning, fucking big yellow banner, warning signs, the tattoo industry is worse than hairdressers. Now, I know loads of hairdressers. I've actually helped loads with the business and the marketing, and it is like a toxic environment amongst the competition. It is nothing in comparison to the tattoo industry. I've never got a negative thing to say about any individuals within the industry because they don't directly affect my business. So I'll agree or disagree with what they're doing, but that's their choice. It is totally up to them. Not everybody has that mindset. And I know firsthand the amount of artists that I've spoke to, that I'll speak to Artist A that also knows Artist B. Artist A is constantly slagging Artist B off. And then you'll see posts where they're liking each other's stuff and leaving really nice comments, and then behind closed doors, got nothing positive to say about them at all. Or trying to use people for their own gain. Now, I've had this firsthand countless times. I get messages about questions and then they'll try and delve into things for basically like free advice. And then you lay down grapevine that they've been slagging you off, and I just think, why? Why would you do that? At least be honest. If you don't like somebody, either don't talk to them, the easiest answer, or if you do talk to them, just say, look, I don't want to talk to you. I don't fucking like you. It's not hard, is it? Just to have a bit of integrity, and rather than bitching behind somebody's back. I've met loads of people. I've made loads of friends in this industry over the years. Some of them I've still got, the genuine ones. Some I don't speak to anymore because they're a waste of space going nowhere in life. That is absolutely fine. I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong. If they want to try and expose the kids for a bit of publicity, if they want to lie online and make out there's something that they're definitely not, and I know this firsthand. Some of the stuff that I've had is, honestly, when you know the truth, it's laughable. I mean, I've had artists come up to me and say, Ben, I am struggling. I've got 0 bookings. The work is amazing. And they kind of then admit the fact of what I preach. Look, it's not all about your work. You've got to understand how to run your business and market that business correctly. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how good you are as an artist, you're never going to grow as a business. That's what I preach. If you watch any of my videos, you'll say I'm all about the business and marketing, the skill. We get as good as we can and we always try and improve it, but that's not the be all and end all of a tattoo business. It's just a small percentage. The majority is down to how you operate and run and market your business. So I'd give them loads of advice. They just totally disregard that advice. And I found one of these people, and it's shocking, and I'm not going to mention names because that's not what I'm about, but they're then trying to advertise about, I'm going to start basically doing what I do, teaching tattooing online. And I thought, how? When you've got 0 customers coming in, your diary's empty. It's basically teaching people failure, isn't it? Because in this industry, surely success is not just about the quality of the work, it's how well is your business doing. Now, I'm not trying to blow smoke up my own ass. My online course is, without looking, delving right into it, it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, worldwide. I've got students from every single country that I can pronounce. But prior to that, when I was tattooing full time, and it ruined, this is just total transparency, it ruined quite a lot of like areas within my life. Relationships, they just didn't work out because I were obsessed with work. It sometimes hurts to admit, now I would say I'm the best dad that I can be. But years ago, when I was tattooing full time, that wasn't the case because I was that focused and obsessed with work. I barely got any time with my kids, and that's time that I will never get back. And I've mentioned this in a few videos. It's not something that I'm proud of. If I could go back in time, I would completely change. And I'd make sure that, look, that's work hours and this is family time, and one never takes from the other. But I didn't. So I put all my effort and my time into growing my business. So I know how to grow a business because fucking hell, my kids suffered because I was that obsessed with it. Now, one of the things that I want to stress within this video, and it's not a rant video, it's not a fancy video, I'm just sat having a conversation with you. If you want to be successful, instead of having something against somebody that's doing well, you want to learn what you can from that person. There's so many people within this industry that think, I've been tattooing 10 years, I don't need to listen to anybody. But it don't matter how long you've been doing it. Equally, myself, I would say that I've been a massive success within this industry. My tattoo business was successful, my online course has been successful. But I still, when I'm speaking to new people, I am genuinely interested to see what they do for their business, how they market their business. Even if they've been doing it for 1 year, if they've been doing something that's working and well, would that skill, could I learn from that person and then implement it to my own business? Would it work for my business? I'd split test it, I'd do A/B tests. I'd try my way, I'd try their way, and then I'd compare results. Their way might be better despite me having years of experience and them having very little. It's all about your attitude and your mentality towards people. But I think when somebody's been in the industry for so long, they think that their way is, it's almost like they're sat on a fucking throne with a crown on. That's their attitude, and that's where they think they should be. And they treat everybody else accordingly. Be that commenting on negative things online, slagging people off behind closed doors. It's just a never-ending thing within this industry. When in actual fact, me coming into work, whether I'm tattooing somebody or whether I'm filming videos for YouTube, whether I'm creating posts for my social media, has got nothing to do, and it doesn't affect anybody else within this industry in a negative way. It's not hurting the shop down the road. It's not hurting a shop in US, fucking any big city in UK. It's irrelevant to them. So there's zero need, logically, for them to dislike me or like me in any way. It should just be neutral, shouldn't it? Because I should have no weight or bearing within their life. The fact that it bugs people, either in one way or another, is down to them. Hopefully, I want it to affect people in a positive way because I want them to learn something from my channel and my experience and the amount of time that I've been in this industry. I think I can teach people quite a lot of stuff. Loads of mistakes that I've made that hopefully if people listen to, they don't have to do the exact same things as me and make the same mistakes as me. An idiot will not listen to anybody, but somebody with their head screwed on would listen to people and learn what they can from others. So, I feel like I've been ranting on now. I think the whole purpose of this video is, if you're entering the tattoo industry or you're already in it, stop fretting about other people. If you're one of the people that comments on others or comments on mine or tries pulling people down that are just learning, it's got nothing to do with you, has it? You just come across like a complete dickhead, in my opinion. Would you have liked it if people did that to you? And I'm not bothered how you learnt tattooing. Would you have liked it if people were trying to slag you off and pull you down? No. If you're already a tattoo artist and you slag the artist off down the road, is that helping your business? It's really not. All it's doing is making you look like a dickhead. Now, the people that you're slagging them off to, they're not going to directly say that. But if somebody was sat next to me slagging a shop off down the road, I'm quite an honest person, so I'd just say, why are you slagging them off? They've got nothing to do with you. Even if it were my friend. Not everybody's like that. They all want to gossip when there's no need for it. You wouldn't like it done to you. And I think as a whole, this industry needs to take a serious reality check of themselves. Do to others as you'd want done to you. That's my motto in life. It's what I drill into my kids. Well, I actually say to my kids, look, do good things happen. Do bad or put low effort in, nothing. You'll get nothing. And that's how my kids have been brought up. But try and have that approach, because I think as an industry, the attitude, the quality of the work as the tattoo industry is growing. The industry, the types of people entering the tattoo industry is growing. So I do think over 5 to 10 years, the types of people within the tattoo industry is changing over time, and the attitude is going to improve, hopefully. But I also think, counterintuitive to that, social media and the mentality of people like keyboard warriors slagging people off behind the back has got worse now than what it has ever been. Yeah, like years ago, if you had a problem, you had it out with them like man to man or woman to woman, and you just say what you think. Whereas now it's all commenting and talking about people behind the back, and this industry is full of it. I'm not for that. I just want everybody to succeed in their own path. Don't matter how you learn to tattoo. It don't matter who your competition is around you. There's enough room for everybody to do well. There's no reason to be slagging anybody off. You're all entitled to your own opinions, and that's fine. It's your opinion. It doesn't matter if somebody's got another opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but they're entitled to it. But there's a way of going about it, innit? Nobody's right or wrong. It's just a difference in opinions. But I've been ranting. I'm getting fucking dry mouth. So on that note, listen, thank you for listening to the rant. Let me know what you think in comments. And would you like to see more videos about this? Just us sat talking. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.